What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I definitely appreciate you watching the videos. I don't think I've uploaded a video yet this year, and if I have, it's not been something too entirely important. Anyway, today I've got a few things on the list of things to do. It is about 60 degrees here in Missouri, and it feels awesome. I'm actually wearing shorts because I decided to take advantage of the nice weather today. But anyway, we've actually got a little truck meet tonight that we're going to go out to, and I'll probably take you guys along with me and film it. We actually have not had meets or anything like that for trucks specifically. I mean, they've had like car meets and import meets and stuff like that, but never anything specifically for lifted trucks or trucks in general, so it's kind of cool to see it happen. So anyway, we're going to take the truck to the car wash. We're going to hose off the underneath, probably bring it back and give it a hand wash and throw a coat of wax and a clay bar on it and get it kind of looking better. Right now she doesn't look too terrible, but it is dirty from the rain from the week, and it just has some things that need touched up on it, and you know, just need to go over, because I have not had any reason to do it yet, I guess, because I don't show it off ever unless it's show season. But it's about time to start, you know, that prep back up. I've got a lot of big changes this year for the truck that I really hope are going to be able to happen. Got a few things for Christmas, but one of the big things that I got that I definitely am going to make very good use of is my mom and dad got me this gauge pod and these gauges for the truck. And you know, these aren't your cheap gauges. These are Autometer, really nice gauges, backlit and everything. So I've got transmission temperature, which is what I'm really concerned about. And I didn't want to be that guy that puts a pod mount and just have one gauge. So we went ahead and just got a boost gauge as well, just to kind of fill in that spot. And basically, this is what I'm really happy about, is being able to keep an eye on the transmission temperature, because we all know 4L60Es die because of overheating, and I do not want to go through that for the third time in a row. So right now we're going to go hop in the truck. We're going to hit up a car wash. So we will you know, see what the day brings us, but my ultimate goal is to try and get you know, the truck ready and clean up for this meet. We're gonna make a little pit stop here at Sears because I am in need of a swivel head ratcheting 10mm wrench for mirrors, and I can't find anybody that sells them besides from Craftsman. And I'm not gonna get a Snap-on or a Matco wrench because, you know, I wouldn't really have much of another use for it. So the $20 Craftsman wrench will be how the way I go, I guess. I'm gonna take the mirrors back off, guys, and you'll see me do that here later. That's also something I want to get done today. But I am extremely unhappy with the paint quality on this mirror. Like, I am extremely, I try to like it, and I'm so unhappy with the way it turned out, and the fact that it was kind of a rushed job, when, you know, it shouldn't have been a rushed job. But they just don't look as good, you know, up close and in person as they do from a distance. And I think I'm going to just pull them off and have them repainted, probably maybe gloss black. I don't know yet. So this little guy here should hopefully make the painful process of removing this corner bolt a lot easier. I should be able to go in there and just swivel it and able to just ratchet it out. So, like, if you guys own one of these trucks, you know how much of a pain it is to get the bolt over here that's like behind the door, like the metal of the frame. Literally, you can't really get much of anything in there. So hopefully this will make it a little easier. There we go. See, that's just so much better. I ended up getting one of these little bendy tripod things that I could just kind of hold out and get, you know, better views and everything. And I know a lot of YouTubers use the Gorilla Pods, which are made of, I think they're just made of a plastic. I actually found this one that's made out of aluminum, and the legs bend and everything. It's called the XS series. I think I've got the package right here. So it's called the XS series, and found it at Target. So it can pretty much do the same stuff, but I think it's going to be a lot stronger in the end, just because it is made out of metal. So yeah, this should make it a lot easier to get these vlog, you know, views and everything with the video camera, and especially when I use the DSLR camera. So it'll make things a lot better. Now, it is amazing what having the right tools can actually do for the job. And, you know, as most of us know, taking the mirrors off of these trucks is usually a pretty big pain in the butt. But getting that swivel head wrench really made it 100% easier. I know that if you have one of these trucks and you have swapped out the mirrors, the most painful part is actually getting the bolt off that holds this section of the mirror on. So if you come in here and you've got the bolt in the corner, I would take this off, but I don't really want to. But you've got a bolt in this corner, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. And all of them are 10 millimeter bolts, and you just can't get a wrench in there. You can't get a socket in there. It's pretty hard to get, you know, just a little bitty stubby wrench in there. So I definitely recommend everybody go out to, you know, Sears, get you a Craftsman, a swivel head, ratcheting wrench, because that made it so much easier. And for the first time in probably forever, since I've ever swapped out the mirrors, I was actually able to get that bolt as tight as it needs to be. So now I've just got to give the truck a little bath, probably throw a coat, maybe you have spray wax on it. She doesn't look too bad right now, but I'm running out of time, so I'm going to give it a bath and you know, get it all dressed up for that truck meet. So I wanted to show you guys this product that I actually came across on the channel called It's Just a Six. And it's one of his older videos, and he showed this stuff, and I just tried it out on the other side, and it works pretty well. It's this Meguiar's wheel and tire cleaner, and you could pretty much use it on any wheel. I didn't see anything like that you can't use it on. You could use it on clear coat or paint or polished, and all it does is it breaks down all the brake dust and all the dirt in your wheel. That way you can just rinse it off pretty much. So check out what it does with the tires. You gotta rinse it off, and then you have to spray this stuff on, and you can't let it sit for more than 30 seconds, and don't let it dry, or else then you're gonna have issues. So you coat your wheel and tire with it, and you can already see it working on the tire, taking off a bunch of nasty, like, old tire shine and stuff like that. I basically got it to coat the backside of the wheels to break off some of the brake dust and makes the backsides a little easier to clean up. But it works really well for the tires. Like, just look at all that nasty stuff coming off. It's pretty crazy. So you wait 30 seconds and then you rinse it off. Like, I've seen this stuff before in stores, but I've never, you know, wanted to try it, because I would just, like, you know, I just clean it up by hand. There's no problem with just cleaning it up by hand. But it seems to work pretty well, so I kind of like it. Now, I used about half a bottle just doing my 4 tires, so it's probably not something I'm going to do every single time. But just look at all of the nastiness it washes off of your tires. Old tire shine, you know, just kind of some of that brown stuff that just, like, accumulates on tires somehow. And on the backside of the wheel, it actually washes out a lot of that brake dust, which is what I was really after. Okay, the truck is all 100% clean. Halos are fixed because they had a little bit of a wiring issue. So we're ready to go head out to this meet and see exactly how this is going to work. It could go one of two ways. It could be really good, and there could be, you know, quite a few people that show up, or it could just be a complete flop, and there's only 3 or 4 of us from my Snapchat and Instagram that show up. So we're going to go take a look and see how this meet goes. Hopefully it goes over pretty well, because I wouldn't mind it becoming, you know, like a normal thing. But here's what the truck looks like. She's cleaned up, sort of shined up, and then the mirrors are on there. So we're going to head out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Alright, rolling up to Buffalo Wild Wings right now. See exactly what's going on here today. Quite a few trucks over here. Not too bad. Little crowd. Yep. We're out here at this truck meet. Actually, quite a few more trucks showed up than what I thought was going to. I told everybody that I was going to take you guys out here with me, throw it up on the YouTube channel, because maybe it might be a thing. And like I said, it might influence stuff that I might do in the future with, you know, maybe potential truck shows sponsored by my sponsors if I can talk them into it. So I don't know. Little truck meet, and I spent a couple hours out there. I mean, I was there from 5:30 to, you know, it's like 9 o'clock. So I would say it was pretty successful. It was pretty nice actually to see all the other trucks out there that you never really see around town driving around very much. And outside of the Lifted Truck Nationals, they usually don't come out. I don't know why, but they usually don't. I got to meet some of you guys, came up to me and said, hey, if I didn't get to say hi to you or meet you, and you know, I was inside eating or doing something else, you know, I apologize for that, but hopefully it will happen again. I think it was pretty nice, and anyway, thank you for watching, and if you enjoy the channel, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like or a dislike or whatever you need to do. Anything always helps out. Like